Yo, what's going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today here I got a video for you guys on holding Proxy 2x Marauder. I don't think I've done a video on this before, and I think with the new Cyclone it might be a little bit harder to hold, although I don't really think you have to build a Cyclone. But we'll talk about it here real quick, as I know this build is insanely common, especially around like diamond level or so. I would say at least just from like the people that I coach and stuff, it seems like insanely common. Um, you're gonna see obviously the two barracks here across the map. I'm gonna play double gas, so barracks, gas, and you'll see another gas here. There you go. So there's my 17th gas, and then 2 racks is down here. So already, like the first thing is, usually they will if you're getting Proxy to Marauder, they usually will build it opposite from the cliff. So if you're going Proxy Reapers, it makes way more sense to build the barracks here, because even if it is the most obvious spot, you have obviously way faster access to the cliff. Whereas, if you proxy 2 racks here and you go Marauders, not only is it going to be more likely to get scouted, but then you have to walk all of this around, right? Which takes a really long time. So it's not really worth building on that side. So, and Proxy Marauder is one of those builds where, especially 2 racks Marauder, if it gets scouted right away and they hold it, you're just dead, right? But Proxy Reaper, even if you get scouted, you have some like capability of doing some damage and then like still playing the game out. But Marauders are much more committed, so that's why it's a lot more important to keep them as hidden as you can for as long as you can. So I opt for an STV scout, and everyone STV scouts. We play double gas, but I always STV scout, especially if, like, I don't know who I'm playing against. I'm even looking for a proxy here. So if you don't STV scout, what you could do is send one SCV to scout this side for a proxy, and then rally this Reaper to this side, and then you would eliminate the proxy Reaper or proxy Marauder. Sometimes you'll obviously not scout it. It'll be somewhere like really odd and stuff like that. Most of the time when that happens, let's say someone builds it like here, proxy Marauder there, or even like proxy Marauder here. This is all really far away, and because it's so far away, it makes it easier to hold despite you not scouting, because the reinforcements take so long to get to your base. So you don't have to freak out if, like, you check here and you check here, and then like 30 seconds later a Marauder shows up. That would be fine, because then at that point it's farther out, and that's easier hold for you. In this case, I actually think it's Reapers at first, but what I'm going to end up doing is I'm going to check this side now with a unit. So if we look at my layout real quick, I'm building this factory here because I'm trying to wall the cliff off. It's kind of big brain, but I'm trying to wall the cliff off so the Reapers can't jump over the cliff. As you can see on this map, there's a lot of space, so they can jump here and they can jump here. So it's pretty good for Reapers. So if I could find a way to concentrate my units here, I don't have to worry so much about this, right? So I'm going to build a bunker here, then a scout to Proxy Marauder. Okay, so now upon scouting Proxy Marauder, I've already been building Marines, right? So if you're getting proxied, if you think it's Proxy Reaper, go ahead and just, after your first Reaper, just build Marines. Marines are better than trying to build more Reapers, so if that's something you already didn't know, I would change that. The other thing here is going to be now that I just have to hold this wall. But a big thing about that is sometimes, for example, let's say I only build this bunker right here to the right, and I leave nothing on this side. Oftentimes what can happen is this depot will die, and then they will just run the Marauders into your base, past everything. Like 12 Marauders. And that's, like, obviously not very good for us, because we just die. So when you're defending this, you want to make sure that you're covering basically both sides of this. So that's why I'm building 2 bunkers here. And then I would even go as far as to, like, if I build my starport, build it like here. Or just find a way to, like, eliminate the space here, so that he can't just kill one building and then just bulldoze past everything, because that's how you can lose still. So even if you scout, make sure you do this. If you don't do it, you might lose still, and then I'm going to say I told you so. All right. Now, this extra step is entirely up to you. I really just think it depends on your level, or honestly, it's probably fine no matter what your level is, but the amount of value you get from it just depends on how good you are. This Reaper right here, we know that Proxy 2x Marauder is extremely committed. Like, he has nothing at home, right? So if we send the Reaper across the map and we load the units with bunkers, we load the bunkers with units, wow, I said that the wrong way, and then build a wood mine here, which is what you want to do, by the way, build a wood mine from this. Then you can have free reign on the SCVs, disrupt some mining, and then still hold this down here. In case he will try to transition. Sometimes they'll try. It's not really good though. Most of the time, if this doesn't work, they just die. So I plug in the bunkers. I get that wood mine out. I'm gonna start disrupting some mining, mining goes down, mineral income goes down, and then that puts pressure on him. After my first Widow Mine, then you can build a Cyclone, and you'll see like why. The Widow Mine is super impactful. So he's waiting for more Marauders. He knows that he has to build up the Marauders and then try to bulldoze me. So that's like literally exactly what he's going to do here. He tries to target his one bunker down immediately, right? Which you can see is actually doing a lot of damage. And I really don't have that many Marines. I have 4 Marines against 7 Marauders, right? So ideally, this is actually not even enough without the bunkers. So in a world in which maybe I had a Cyclone here, if my Cyclone gets too close and he targets a Cyclone, 7 Marauders will easily kill that Cyclone, especially now with the change because of the concussive shells. So that's why you want to build a mine first, because he can't actually see the mine. And then, bam, kill a unit, soften up all the other ones. And then now my Marines in the bunker can target fire the weaker ones, and I can actually start killing them. Whereas if they all have full HP, it's going to take a while to kill, one by one by one by one. And then that might give them enough time to just bulldoze the bunker. Especially if I build a Cyclone and then I lose it because I didn't micro it, or because it was too close to the wall. And then so this one you want to take seriously, and then just scout like with the Reaper. Like I said, if you're not really confident about killing SCVs and stuff, go ahead and just scout with it. Just scout around here. You see if they're trying to transition, but most of the time they're not. And as long as you don't see them transitioning here, if you're really worried about it, you could scan the proxy and see if they're like, continuing to build Marauders or building other things. But otherwise, you could just camp here, just defend it, wait it out, and then hold and win. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I just played this game recently, and I thought about it being good content to do a guide on. So if you're struggling against Proxy Marauder, because people hate TvT, this is pretty much the best way to hold it. And yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'll catch you guys later.